Good afternoon and welcome back to another video. So today is Saturday and it has been just a total hot and humid mess out here today. We did a little bit of running. Actually, Luke got his haircut today, so hopefully we'll get to show you that here at some point in the near future. But we took him to go get that done, and then we stopped by a farmer's market. And actually it was a little disappointing. So this was actually listed as their first day of the farmer's market for July. And it was a bust. I mean, we went, it was about 3 hours in. There really wasn't much of anything there today. But, you know, it gives me hope that if we ever get to the point where we could sell stuff at a farmer's market, hopefully we could go. And they had a good turnout even though they didn't have a lot of stuff. So, it gives me hope. Today, I need to do some prep for a corn bed. So it's gonna be kind of crazy, but we're gonna put it in across from the greenhouse. And that is just where we had chickens. So hopefully it's pretty good nitrogen rich soil now. But I need to get that done. I really need to fix another tear in the greenhouse. So it's looking horrible. And I gotta get some work done for the cows, but we had a downpour earlier, and right now it's dry. My soil is looking pretty good. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and get the tiller out and start on that. So I am dressed as cool as I can get for the humidity. And I think I'm just gonna dig right into it. So I'm gonna set you guys down, go get my tiller, and we'll see if we can't get a corn bed prepped for today.
Well, I left Chattanooga, boy, had $1 and a dime. I headed out for Nashville on the Hard Rock Line. I'm working on that old steamboat and I learned to ride and steer. When my feet had touched dry land, how happy I did feel. Been saving every penny for to make up through the fall. Working for that dollar, but it never adds up at all. But coming around the riverbank, heard the old train whistle sing. The very next thing you hear from me, I've been tied to a ball and chain. Come this time tomorrow, reckon I don't know where I'll be. But if it wasn't for that old sheriff, I'd be back in Tennessee, playing cards and crap games, not looking for the score. And if I ever get back home again, I'll never own no more. Gather round, you good time boys, listen to my song. May not know better, but I know you know right from wrong. Buy yourself a postcard so you can see the lights of town. Find yourself a country girl, keep quiet and settle down.
And just like that, it's tomorrow. My battery died last night when I was doing the bed for the corn. So you saw that about, I don't know, probably 2 seconds ago. And here it is like 12 hours later. So I gotta get back out here. I actually did finish the bed last night. I got rows in. And you know, I suppose I wouldn't have to really raise the rows, but I did. Not only so I know where they are, but to try to help with rain, because I do know that the area that I'm putting it in, if we get a torrential downpour, it's gonna stay wet. It's gonna stay wet for a while. So to help prevent maybe with some root rot or ruining the seeds, I figured mounding them up just a little bit in the row, that can't hurt, right? Give it a try. Before I get started on that though, I'm gonna actually take a detour. I think this is so cool. We have almost reached the top. If I can flip it around here. We have almost reached the top with the loofah. I'll pull that bad boy in. I wasn't holding it very still, so you couldn't really see it, but I am pretty sure this will be over the top by the end of the weekend. We'll see what happens. While I'm out here, I'll give you guys a little glimpse of garden tour. So we were just talking about the loofah, almost all the way over the top. It has really taken well. You can see I've got flowers, we're good. Cucumbers, my lord, if we can stay up on cucumbers, we should have a massive haul this year. I don't know, I'm not a fan of pickles, but I have a feeling if we're going to get the most out of these, she's going to be doing some pickling, so we'll see what happens with that. But if I come around to the other side, as you can see, we are getting some definite cucumberage. Yep, don't want to mess with my little honeybees. Those vines are everywhere. So there's the lettuce bed. We've been harvesting off of that. The zinnias are out there. They are doing fantastic. Probably getting close to harvesting some onion. We're waiting to see how much longer we really need to be able to pull those out. And then of course we just have a little bit of some tomato plants, pepper plants, just some variety of stuff we've stuck in. Got some dill going. And the marigold's very weird. The shorter variety has flowered, but this taller variety of marigold, it's shooting up like super tall. I'd say that's probably 36 inches tall, but it has not flowered at all. Not sure what's up with that. And it is going to be hot today, so I did open the chicken coop into full convertible mode. So we're all the way open on the end. We can open the nesting box area if we need to for a good flow through. And of course with the ramp down, you know, it's basically just a giant shade area. So it does need cleaned out, but that does not need to be on my priority list for today, but preferably by the end of the weekend. So what is on the radar for today, or at least for the weekend? Definitely the greenhouse. This has become a ridiculous saga in trying to just ward off whatever tears and everything. The plastic is just horrible. So I will patch it yet again to fix this section. By the time I'm done, I think this is going to be a roof sponsored by Gorilla Tape, because that's going to be most of what's actually up here is Gorilla Tape and not the original plastic we bought a hair over a year ago. So thank goodness for the Gorilla Tape. And several of you have given me some suggestions for some other brands, and I might try those as well, but I did stock up on some Gorilla Tape, so I'm in pretty good shape right now. I definitely will take all the suggestions and advice you guys want to share. So that has to happen. Here's the corn bed. It has been fluffed, and it is it's kind of got my rows in there to keep it from drowning. And of course, cows need to get moved this weekend, and I really could use to come up with some better way for us to put the potatoes out to dry. We don't really have a drying rack for the potatoes, and we have a good hull still sitting in there that needs to get cured, I guess is what I'm really looking for. So I might work on something like that. But for now, I'm gonna get the camera down. Well, in the middle of doing that, somewhere on the garden bed for corn, the card filled up. So I have no idea what you've gotten, and I guess I'll find out when we go to edit. But I do have the garden bed in. I'll spin around here. So you can see, I can't see. All right, so it is in. I'll try to get a better shot of it. But we have all the corn planted. It is 72 days to yield, so we should have plenty of time left in the season to get some corn out of that. Overall, I ended up putting in somewhere around 170 seeds. The type that I planted was supposed to be 9 inches apart, so since I had it spaced at 10, I just went ahead and went with that. And I think we'll do fine. So in the meanwhile, while I was downloading the card so I could record more, my guy showed up that we got the cows from, and he brought us some hay. So behind me, I actually have, oh, let's see there. That is 6 bales of hay. Now, I'm kind of hoping my neighbor is like available this weekend to help me move this. We were able to run it off the trailer bed, just roll it off, it was fine. But moving it out here, not gonna be as easy. If he's not available, I do have tarps I'll cover this with just to make sure that, you know, we don't get it wet. Also, after grabbing some really good dinner, I got the cows moved. So we'll walk back here and take a look. They are loving life right now. Hello, Belle. You want to say hi, Belle? Yes. You are the most people-loving cow I have ever seen. You gonna say hi to YouTube? Nope. Why don't you just go eat some more? And you can't see the little ones right now because they are actually back here in the field. And where it's really tall, they are laying down. The calves are back there, so they're kind of liking the fact they can get out of the sun a little bit too. So, not sure where Mama's going. Let's go check it out. And so for the fence, all I really did was just string trim a path all the way around. But as you can see, there is still plenty that's tall for them to graze and play in. So I figure I'm still playing around a little bit to try to get the right size of a paddock for these cows based on size, age, you know, just generally how much they're going to eat. I was very surprised to find that the original paddock that I made for them right off the barn, to just kind of get them used to things, it took them a week actually to get all the way through that, and there's still more they could eat. But I think it's time to kind of give that a rest and get the chickens on it, to kind of go through everything that the cattle left behind there. So tomorrow I will probably get the chickens kind of resituated and get them started on that. So but with that, I think we're in pretty good shape with the size now. And then yeah, we'll just watch it and see. I think I'd like to get to the point where I'm moving them every couple of days, but I don't want it to be where they're not really getting the grass eaten down either. So I don't want anything kind of left to go to waste, because if it's really tall like that, I would want to come through and get that before I put the chickens back there. So we'll see what they can do with it. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe Wednesday. What do you think, Mama? Yeah, probably Wednesday. There's Mama. I'll come back out here and cut them another paddock size and get them moved. All right, well, it is getting late into the evening, and I've got a couple other things I want to get done. Mainly, I've got the IBC tote I need to get unloaded off the cart where I wheeled it to my compost beds. Those are going to have to wait till tomorrow. I doubt I'll get out there and do that tonight. It has just been super hot. Probably get some tarps out on these bales of hay tonight, just to make sure if we get a night sprinkle or whatever, they stay dry. But those are things I can do without taking you along. Not real exciting stuff. So again, I'm going to wrap it up here. I want to thank everyone for watching. Have a great night, and I'll see you on the next Blue Jay Acres.